Gabriel Lee from Hong Kong Football Club, or the Hong Kong Rugby Union I should suggest, is our referee and officiator in the middle. So it'll be Brazil to kick off. So the messages are all set. The sun is just dipped below some cloud cover here, so nice balmy conditions, sitting around 19-20 degrees here, been perfect, and the pitch looking absolutely magnificent. So Canada on the early ball. Ariel Dubousset-Boris was tackled there. As Ashley Stacey looks on. So the forwards, Luisa Campos packs down in the middle. And the feed from the scrum by Edna Santini. Of course, Brazil will be host to the Olympic Games, of course, in 2 years' time, when rugby sevens, both in the women's and men's format, will be featuring in that competition. Much excitement. So we're maybe looking at the players of the future here, the players that are going to be playing in the Olympic Games. What a special honour that will be. But at the moment, it's part of the IRB Sevens World Series. Canada then nicked the ball out the back there of the scrum. Julia Sada there, she's wearing the scrum cap, wearing the number 3 jersey. Ashley Stacey's the scrum half, wearing number 5 for Canada in the red jerseys. Stacey, a prolific point scorer, capped at 15s in 2007, also played in the Rugby World Cup in 2020. Feeds the ball under a little bit of pressure from Santini. Oh, big tackle comes in there from Carla Barbosa. And Brazil right up in the faces of this Canadian team and really trying to turn over ball here. They've got ball. Now, can they get the ball wide out here? Half gap opens up for Luisa Campos. Good tackle that came in there from Ghislaine Landry. Ball back though. Was that a try? Just held up, I think. Jess Duvan. As the Brazil took it over the line, so great pressure and held up in actual fact, but excellent play there from Brazil, Sue.
What a fantastic hit from Barbosa, what a fantastic hit. A little bit of a gamble rushing up in defence, but when you're that far from the try line, not so much, and so close, Brazil, so close to getting the first score there against Canada.
Super tackle as well that came in from Emily Belchos for Canada. She graduated from the under-20s programme. Our hometown Barrie, Ontario, so if you're watching from there, I hope you're enjoying the action. Brazil then with early pressure. Santini will feed the scrum. Well, the ball bumbles at the background. Well, brave play, wasn't it, by Emily Belchos, who went down on the ball. So Canada under pressure here through the hands of Ariel Dubousset-Boris and held up there. You notice how the Brazilian players are holding her up just to try and retain the possession. And Sue, again, great defence there to hold up the Canadians in the defence, get turnover ball, and Brazil have got the attacking scrum, but there seems to be a positive attitude from this Brazilian team.
They're really going for it, physicality-wise, strength-wise. They're going pretty high in the tackle, which can be quite unusual in sevens, and it's really working for them. This Canada team is strong. They won't be used to being held up like that. It's a really good tactic from Brazil.
Santini there, look at her being held in the contact situation. Ball in back, Luisa Campos. And Canada now come up on pressure on Brazil. Romalo. Just a little bit scrappy there. And a penalty for the Brazilians. So they've had all the pressure, the opening game, 3 minutes still in this opening half, this Pool C tie between Canada and Brazil.
It just goes to show the difference one mistake can make. You know, Canada spilled the ball with pretty much the first play of the game, and since then haven't managed to get out of their 22.
And of course, when you don't have possession, it's often harder to defend. Easier with the ball in this game. Oh, that's a poor pass, which allows Canada now the possession. So Canada will have to attack from their own 22.
Yeah, first chance really for Canada with the ball in hand. They've got a significant height advantage over Brazil in this line-out, so they'll fancy their chances of getting this. And the question is, how Brazil cover this? They've only got 2 players out in the back line, so great chance for Canada to move it wide.
A penalty against Brazil, and Ashley Stacey will just tap and go. So Stacey just setting the platform here. So wrap-around play by Canada, but at the show of the ball. No pass and just a poor execution there. So the turnover ball for Brazil from the error from Canada, the handling error. Well, there's a knock-on there, so referee being played advantage.
Too many errors coming in from Canada at the moment, aren't they? You said at the start of the game they're without Jen Kish, they're without Mandy Marchak, so you know, a bit of the experience they would usually look to in those situations, but just one too many spills of the ball at the moment are stopping them getting any kind of pressure.
Yeah, last year Mandy Marchak incidentally scored 94 points on this tour, and a very influential player in the Rugby World Cup. As we mentioned earlier, they were Canada beaten by 29 points to 12 against New Zealand. But for a couple of years, Canada they had an incredible 2 years when they were unbeaten, winning the Amsterdam Sevens twice, the Las Vegas Sevens. But there is now a full-time squad, of course, a centralised programme in Canada. And they won the NACRA title 2 weeks ago. Ghislaine Landry coming off with a little bit of a cut on her chin. So even in this abbreviated game, she'll quickly get patched up, and we'll be back in the action soon.
And again, another leadership figure missing for Canada. Jen Kish and Mandy Marchak, both former captains. The current captain just off the pitch. A lot, you think, rests on the shoulders of Kelly Russell, the 15s captain, who's all sorts of experience.
Julia Greenshields is on for Stacey. And the ball taken by Dubuset Boris up to the halfway, and Canada just not having all their own way. Good play here by Brazil to stop them forcing another error. So an excellent tackle, and look how well pumped up Julia Sada is for this Brazilian team.
Yeah, well, she's one of the real experience on the Brazil side. You know, she has been really going for it on the 7th stage for years and years, so it meant a lot to her to be able to compete with teams like Canada when, you know, a few years ago they would have been 20-30 points down by this stage in a game.
She's the highest try scorer for Brazil on the IRB circuit with 5 tries. Represented Brazil in the Rugby World Cup in 2009, 30 years of age, and the PE teacher, there she is, all wrapped up there with the scrum cap, and of course so essential these days, a gum shield. So 16 seconds on the clock. Is there a little bit of blood on the Canadian player here? Just there's two players with blood injuries actually. So under the laws of the game, they have to make a substitution. And on comes Sarah Kiljevi. She takes her place in the scrum. So that's 2 Canadian players off now with blood injuries. Just goes to show what a physical game it is. So Jess Dovan is off, as is Ghislaine Landry for Canada.
And it can be really disruptive, you know, blood injury after blood injury. Like Canada needs to just calm down and do the simple things well.
So the halftime hooter is gone now. Can Canada get points on the board? They attack well, and through the hands of Emily Belchos. Belchos goes on the outside. Again, once that door opens, Brazil are very quick to close down the space that Canada have achieved, but a mistake here from Canada turns the tide into the favour of the yellow jerseys of Brazil. Penalty for not releasing in the tackle, so Brazil with the last play of the first half. Raquel Cocan. And on the far side, great pace on that wide outside channel, Ishibashi, and Ishibashi's going to go right under the post here, and this is a killer blow for Canada. Brilliant play by Brazil to take the first try and take Brazil into the lead by 5 points to 0 over Canada.
Yeah, it's a real test now, isn't it, for this young Canada team? 2 players off the pitch, their captain off the pitch, their previous captain's not here. 2 or 3 18, 19-year-olds in the squad, but fantastic test. And this is exactly the sort of situation that the pressure that you need to put under as a young player coming through.
Well, Ishibashi is one of the more experienced players in this Brazil team, having competed in the 2009 World Cup, age 28. This is our 3rd event, and there's the half-time whistle. So